Oh no!
Hi, I'm Doc Owen with Action Figure Times. Today we're going to be looking at Mattel's Young Justice line, one of the 6-inch dioramas featuring Connor Kent's Superboy. It's supposed to simulate him escaping from the Artemis labs. In fact, on the back it talks about how they took Superboy's DNA, or excuse me, Superman's DNA, and utilized it to make a clone because they wanted to have a slave of Superman's son. I don't know that that's technically what they wanted, to have a slave, you know, like somebody to go get them tea and crumpets and stuff. I think they were more looking for a weapon, but, you know, in the end it is what it is. Now, as dioramas go, I have to admit, I don't like this. Okay? Now, am I recommending that you not purchased it? Not at this point. I haven't opened it up yet to really look at it. But would I buy it on the shelf? Yes, I would. Am I glad that I have it? Yes, I am. But the thing is that, and you know, and I don't know that I'm super creative, so I don't know if you said, Doc, well, what kind of diorama would you have preferred to have? You know, I don't know that I could give you a good answer, so maybe this one is as good as an answer as any. But for me, just having a diorama with a bunch of goo doesn't, to me, symbolize something that, you know, I would necessarily want to have. On the back we do have Sportsmaster. I have not seen him yet. I do know that he is available. I do know that these are available on EnchantedToyChest.com, which I think that's my preferred place to get toys. It also has some of the upcoming 2-packs that you're going to get a Mazo or a piece of a Mazo in, with Ra's al Ghul and Cheshire and Barry Allen and Wally West in the Flash line. But I'm going to go ahead and take a break and open this puppy up, and I'll be right back with you. It's much easier than I expected. Now here we are. First thing I have to say is I like the fact that I don't have a bunch of twist ties holding stuff in. In fact, I don't see any at all. I'm going to go ahead and take goo out, and look, he's flying. He's got a hammer, and he's got a beam. Now, this looks to be like a mechanical arm or something that's grabbing test tube vials. And then you got all the goo and stuff on top around. I mean, it's basically just a facade. I mean, you can't expect something to be completely 3D. Now, he's got a hammer like he's going to smash it. This looks to be like a piece of rebar. You kind of see that. Maybe from a beam, and it went down like this. And so now he's going to break this thing and just bust this thing up. First off, I don't think Superboy would need a concrete hammer. Why didn't he just walk up and kick it as small as it is? There is one peg on here, and he does have 2 pegs, 1 in each foot. I kind of like this, though. This is a girder, but it's got like a handprint in the middle. Now that I think is kind of cool, like he squished out, you know, like we'd all like to do from time to time, either to a beam or to somebody that's annoying us. I mean, that's kind of neat. Now, this doesn't really do all that much except look there. I mean, look at it. And you know what, guys, I apologize. There we go. We had a technical difficulty based on user error. Now, I think it's a pretty good sculpt of Connor. I think it's decent based upon what we see on the show. I like the paint lines and the detail they've given him. Now again, I would like to have him in a regular outfit, but I do think it's appropriate that we have a paint job of, you know, his very first appearance with the bright red S. You know, one thing, you ever thought about the fact that if you didn't want him to behave like Superman, why would you put that bright red S on his chest? I mean, you could have put any symbol you wanted to him if he was your project, right? Why identify with, you know, truth, justice, and American way if that's not really what you're trying to get out of the whole deal? He's got a lot of articulation. Jean-Claude Van Damme would be very, very proud. Look at that. He's got nice chest or shoulder joints and things, rotating biceps. All in all, this is a very, very good figure. It makes me really hunger for a regular figure based upon his costume on the show as it has been, and then even any other costume changes. Now, I do have a little bit of a weak joint there. That's kind of odd. So, and hey, speaking of things that are cool things and stuff. You know, Noisy, it is alltrue.net. He actually did a great review on the Sportsmaster. Really, his pictures were great. I thought they were some of the best ever. So, very cool stuff. Noisy's always funny. Anyway, you get 2 accessories. That's a little bit light concerning what these things normally came with. Remember, Robin, he got... he had bow staffs and all that other stuff. Artemis had all her weapons and arrows. Aqualad had all the different water constructs and stuff. So really, these are pretty lame. Now, again, we go to the fact of, well, Doc, what would you give him? I don't know, so I guess I shouldn't complain. But anyway, I'd like to have. I wish we could have removed some of this stuff around here. That would have been kind of neat to kind of, you know, make you like you were, I don't know, some other type of setup. Now, as far as his height goes in scale, we've got Artemis, which I have to be honest with you, I'm very frustrated with this figure because every time I've been putting her up, she's been falling over. The same goes for Robin on his base. It's really been a pain in the rear end. You can kind of see kind of where we're going here. Robin's about... you know, he's, I guess, the youngest of the group, though Wally acts like the youngest of the group. And then, let's see, I've got Red Arrow, and then I have Aqualad. And guys, he's just not going to stand up for me today. There. This gives you what Red Arrow looks like compared to him. They're about the same size. And then Aqualad they're probably about the same size, but I've got a little riser on there. So that's what you get for height-wise. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can put this and let you on a turntable and let you look at it all the way around and show you Connor close up along with his little accessories. See you in a minute. This in focus, you can kind of see that's actually some sort of test tube deal, and then you've got the goop. You know, all in all, I definitely would pick this up and purchase it. I do like it. I do hope that quickly we see something else come out of this line that we can pick up and really adds to our collection. But all in all, you know, I would actually like to have seen kind of a cloning chamber, kind of like they did with the Young Justice, the small Young Justice in the 4-inch line. Anyway, this is Doc Owen. Make sure you subscribe. Please tell all your friends about us. The more subscribers we have, the more views we have, the more great information that we can get for you. Remember to go back to aftimes.com, look at all the pictures so that you can see things up close. And this is Doc Owen reminding you to be extraordinary. We'll see you next time on AF Times.